Hi, everyone. Welcome back. My name is Elizabeth, and today we have a big update from J.D. Vance. Senator J.D. Vance is taking the Biden administration to task, responding to claims about FEMA's focus. He argues that disaster relief resources are being diverted to manage the migrant crisis instead of supporting Americans facing natural disasters. Vance insists that under the Biden-Harris administration, priorities have been misplaced, and he's got the evidence to back it up. Let's dive into his speech in Detroit.
Thank you, Senator. Historian with CBS News. You said in an interview with Newsmax yesterday that FEMA was disaster relief was being used to fund to focus on migrants. Rather, Donald Trump also said on Truth Social that most, if not all, of the money that FEMA spent is on migrants. FEMA officials say that's just not true. What evidence do you guys have to suggest that?
So here's the evidence. And by the way, I just want to make an observation about these reporters, and I appreciate the question. Is when people say that they feel endangered by a crowd voicing their opinion, well, look, my friends, the First Amendment goes in both directions.
Wow, J.D. Vance is so right.
And so you haven't made this criticism, to be clear, but I read some article. It was in I forget who published it, but they were like, well, journalists don't feel safe at some of our events. Look, not a single person here is going to harm you. They're just going to speak their mind, and they have every right to do it. So God bless you guys. The First Amendment, we believe in it in this country. But sir, my point is about the focus of our current administration. And if you use resources, but most importantly, if you put people on the task of dealing, let's say, with a massive influx of illegal immigration, then they're going to be distracted from doing their core job of keeping Americans safe in response to a disaster.
Wow, guys, we really need J.D. Vance and Trump right now. Let's keep watching.
Each of us, this is true of me, it's true of everybody in the world, we only got so much time to focus, and there's only so much time in the day. And if you take FEMA and you turn it into an agency that resettles illegal immigrants, that's going to take their focus away from keeping people safe after a hurricane. That's basic human reality. And I think there's no way around it. Now, what the fact checkers say, and we'll sort of, we'll try to be as fair to the other side as possible, my friends. What the fact checkers will say is, well, there's a bucket of money that goes to illegal immigrants, and that's a different bucket of money that goes to disaster relief. Well, I'm sure the Biden administration has never moved money from one bucket to the other. In 3.5 years, we know that Kamala Harris and Joe Biden are more than willing to move money from one bucket to another if it suits their purpose. They ought to be moving money to the bucket that supports American citizens in the wake of these terrible storms. That's what I would like them to do.
This is exactly what America needs. Let's keep watching.
But the final point I want to make about this is just bureaucratic focus. Look, I've seen a lot of wild stuff out there on the internet. The problem with what I've seen from the Biden administration is that they're not focused on getting resources to people that need it. When Kamala Harris is out at a fundraiser in San Francisco, meanwhile North Carolina is drowning, North Carolinians have every right to say, where the hell is our vice president and why isn't she focused on us? That focus has got to change.
What an outstanding speech. So, with the election next month, we will truly see who our next president is. Will it be Donald J. Trump or will it be Kamala Harris? Let us know your thoughts down below. Thank you again so much for watching, and God bless. See you soon.